And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. It's a monster matchup.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Davis. Pavlovic is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. That's very neat. Ugarte. Casemiro. Kim Min-jae gets it clear. Manchester United have reclaimed it. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Can he finish? Kimmich. Musiala. Pavlovic. Kane. And it's Davis. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. A header! Oh, couldn't quite control it.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
It's been taken short. There are a few waiting for it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Davis, in once more.
Bayern Munich clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Davies clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Matheus Cunha looks to the other side. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Ah, such a clever touch. Ugarte. Casemiro. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Oh, it's played into the area. Pavlovic. Davis. Tar. That's really well manoeuvred. And that's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, nice touch. And it's Davis. Diaz. Davis. It's a good-looking delivery. Brilliantly cut out.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. It gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Kim Min-jae. Pavlovic. Upamecano. Bui. Musiala. Bui. And here's Kane. Kane! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. Diaz. Kimmich. Bui. Kimmich. Davis. And here's Diaz. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Kimmich. And here's Kane. Played out wide. That'll be a throw. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Ugarte shifted upfield. Out to the left it goes. Shaw goes on a charge down the left. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Davis. Davis charging forward down that flank. Davis. Kane with a shot! And another crack at goal. It's been a high-tempo start. Well played. Stuffed out the danger. Kim Min-jae. Pavlovic. Tar. Pavlovic. Davis, and he goes cross-field. It's a throw-in. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Ugarte has given away a free kick. Bui. And it's Musiala. And here's Kane. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Kimmich. Upamecano chooses to go cross-field. Casemiro. Diaz. Mazraoui. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes, spread out to the left. Showing good feet. A chance to play it in. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Kane. Diaz. Davis. That's a good run down the left. Now it's Diaz. Davis looking to get on the end of this. Oh, that's neat. Plenty waiting in the middle. Davis. Diaz. And here's Kane with a shot! Maguire. Ugarte. Maguire. And it's played forward. Ugarte. De Ligt, gently done. That has been cut short. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. And he's running through. That's going to go a long way. Cross into the box. Tar attempts a clearance. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Turns and goes back. Nice control. Ugarte. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Casemiro does really well to win the ball there. Matheus Cunha. Maguire. Maguire forwards and with intent. Pavlovic wins the duel this time. Tar. Kimmich. Davis. Diaz. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Lisandro Martinez is there, and he can get that clear. Casemiro does really well to win the ball there. Mazraoui. Played towards the other side. Ugarte. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Kimmich. Kane. Out to the right. And here's Musiala. And it's Bui. Very nicely done. Now who's going to be first to this? Martinez. Mazraoui. Martinez. Casemiro. A Crossfield changing the point of attack. Matheus Cunha.
Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Diaz. Time to deliver. Davis. And here's Kane. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Martinez. De Ligt. Moved on forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? And that is as far as they're going to go. Ugarte.
Manchester United. Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Diaz. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mazraoui. Lovely feet. Gets it away. That's tidy. Mazraoui proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's got space in the area. Kimmich did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Musiala. And here's Diaz. Maguire, aim forwards. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Musiala. Great work on the overlap. That's good play. Can he deliver? Great defending, strong and determined. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui picks it up now. So who's he picking out? Kane. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Diaz. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Davis. Diaz. Pavlovic. Proves too strong. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Shaw going full steam ahead down the left flank. Shaw gets into a good position. Ugarte receives it in a wide position. Shaw, and that's aimed into the middle. Casemiro. Ugarte. Out towards the flank. Martinez. Shaw. Shaw played over towards the opposite flank. Ugarte. And it's Shaw. Pressing's intense and it's paid off. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Upamecano. Kimmich. Musiala. Kane. Ugarte does really well to win the ball there. Maguire. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. And it's Mazraoui. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Diaz shifted upfield. Lisandro Martinez, and the keeper's got it again. Ugarte. Maguire, gently done. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Musiala clears it away. Succumbs to the pressure. He's in plenty of space here. Upamecano gets good distance on it. And it's Ugarte. Danger averted for now. Kane. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Diaz. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Knocks it out wide. Kimmich. Lisandro Martinez cuts out the pass. Oh, good spread. Lovely bit of skill. A real chance! Kimmich. 0-0 still. No lack of chances, though.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Tar. Quarter of an hour played. Bruno Fernandes. And it's played forward. Mazraoui. Mazraoui tries making a foray down the right. It'll be a throw-in. And it's Mazraoui. Casemiro. Ugarte.
Kimmich.
Diaz.
Kimmich.
Kane. Diaz. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Shaw. Looks to the other side. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top of the ball.
Defending of the desperate variety. Kane puts his foot on the gas. He can run onto that. Kane forwards and with intent. Really well manoeuvred. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Oh, that's a nice ball. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Louis can get it clear. Upamecano. Kimmich. Kim Min-jae shifted upfield. Musiala. Rui. Kimmich. And it's Kane. Shaw gets across to intercept that. Martinez. Ugarte. Lisandro Martinez. Forwards and with intent. Kimmich. This looks promising. Mazraoui. Lisandro Martinez, aim forwards. Upamecano. Rui. Musiala. Kimmich. Musiala. Boy. Musiala. And here's Musiala. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Played out to the right. Boy gets across him. Matheus Cunha. Musiala wins the duel this time. And it's Kane. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Shaw. Goes cross-field. That's Rawi. That is lovely. Ugarte. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Casemiro. Ugarte. Casemiro. Martinez. Mazraoui. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, that's nice. Played into the middle. That is a brilliant interception. Diaz. Davis. Diaz. And here's Kane. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes is onto this. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Kimmich. Rui. And he cuts out the supply. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Mazraoui played with finesse. Rui tries to clear. And it's Shaw. Ugarte. And the shot! It's a loose ball.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Great defending, strong and determined. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Davis. Diaz. Davis. Nice looking ball. Defending of the desperate variety. Diaz. Diaz. Could it be chance? Oh, that is rather wayward.
Certainly a bold attempt, but there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Upamecano gently done. Davis. Pavlovic. Rui. And it's Kimmich. Cross goes in there. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Upamecano gets over and intercepts. Rui. Upamecano. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Diaz. Picks it up out wide. Davis. Diaz. And the finish! Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Played out wide. That's very neat. And it's Ugarte. That's a cute ball. Shaw. It's a goal kick. Kim Min-jae. Kimmich. Over to the left. Diaz looks to get on the end of this. Mazraoui. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Musiala. Rui. Upamecano. Moved on forwards.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
De Ligt. Mazraoui. Lobbed in behind. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Mazraoui is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
And it's Davis. Can he latch on to this? Diaz pings it across. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Mazraoui puts the ball in. Cut it out. Diaz. Davis. Diaz. Davis. Pavlovic. Rui. Boy. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Davis. Now it's Diaz. Davis. Now here's the delivery. Maguire. Ugarte. Shaw. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Mazraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Out towards the flank. That's tidy. Mazraoui. Oh, good take in a good area. Very nicely done. Chooses to go back. No way through, so back it comes. And he's there to get it away. That'll be a throw-in. Casemiro. Tries a measured ball. just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Diaz. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Diaz. Davis. Davis with a cross. Maguire, and it's played forward. Mazraoui. Can he get onto this? Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez plays it short. Incoming delivery. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Diaz. Davis. Kimmich. That's put paid to a promising move. Matheus Cunha. And it's Shaw. And that has been cleared. Kane. Musiala. Boy. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes, aim forwards. Kimmich. Diaz.
Kane really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Playing cross-field, changing the point of attack. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. It's Matheus Cunha. Shot a goal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Mazraoui, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mazraoui, forwards and with intent. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Looking for a decent ball in. Ah, such a clever touch. Matheus Cunha, pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Mateus Cunha really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Davis. Davis. He played through for the wide man. That is lovely. There will be a throw-in. Pavlovic. Lofted in. And the keeper beats it away. Musiala. That's good defending, very good defending. Upamecano. Played it again. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. And that was nowhere near his best. And it's Musiala. Kimmich. Kane. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Davis. Oh, nice touch. Bruno Fernandes does really. Bruno Fernandes has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Musiala. Pavlovic. Pavlovic looking for a runner. It's out of play, and it is a goal kick. Lisandro Martinez, gently done. Mazraoui. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Lisandro Martinez goes short. Casemiro. Oh, it's come loose. Wins the duel this time. Oh, sweet feet. Yeah, he's fouled him there. It clear. And it's Mazraoui. Kimmich gets a foot in here. Musiala. Musiala, Boy looking looking to run onto it. Stitch defending, but that'll do. Plenty waiting in the middle. Crossed it. He's had a shot! Big relief. It just needed better contact.
Look, we've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
That's really well manoeuvred. Diaz. Ball comes in. Maguire tries to clear. Shaw. Played towards the other side. Mazraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Showing good feet. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Manchester United have a free kick. Going for goal! Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Ugarte. Mazraoui. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Upamecano attempts a clearance. Time to deliver. Lovely feet. Aimed in towards the centre. Kim Min-jae can get it clear. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Tries to get it clear. Martinez. Upamecano clears it away. Pavlovic. Tar. Davis. Tar. Diaz. Musiala played out towards the right wing. And he's heaved it away. Kimmich. And it's Davis. And here's Diaz. Kimmich. Searching pass he's played there. And it's come to nothing. De Ligt. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Shaw. Rui. Musiala. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Kane. Bruno Fernandes. Takes a shot! That carried quite a threat. Kimmich. And it's Musiala. Kimmich shifted upfield. Bui. Nice control. He's going to be disappointed. And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Bruno Fernandes. Diaz. Musiala. Oh, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Boy. Musiala. Boy. Musiala. Now he's got space here. Moved on forwards. It's a good run down the right. Hit into a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Upamecano chooses to go cross-field. And it's Bruno Fernandes. He's in a good position here. Oh, that's neat. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Musiala did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Now here's the delivery. Davis. And it's Davis. Made into space out wide. Diaz is flagged offside. Kimmich. Kimmich. Boy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Shaw played over towards the opposite flank. He's in plenty of space here. Climbs up big! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
this one clear. It's Bruno Fernandes. Kane. Now it's Kane. Kane. Rui. Nicely intercepted. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Bayern Munich clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And it's Kimmich. Musiala. That's good play. A chance to play it in. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nice physical challenge. And here's Musiala. That has found him in acres of space. Kimmich. Played out wide. Lovely bit of skill. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
He's having a go. And it's played forward. Spread out to the left. That's really well manoeuvred. Upamecano. Kimmich. Upamecano forwards and with intent. Matheus Cunha. And it's Mazraoui. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Rui. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Matheus Cunha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Oh, that was no routine save.
Bruno Fernandes really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Sandro Martinez with the short one. Played into the middle. Ugarte, it's lofted through here. There are a few waiting for it. Delivered across. Bui attempts a clearance. Chance for a shot! And he comes up trumps again. Davis. Pavlovic. Davis. Upamecano. Maguire. Shaw. Kane. Rui. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Upamecano shifted upfield. Kane. Great challenge, time to perfection. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ugarte with a definite foul there. And it's Davis. Diaz providing an outlet on that flank. Diaz. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Mazraoui battling down that right flank. Played in by Mazraoui. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ugarte, who does have an assist to his name. Shaw with the cross. And that has gone horribly wrong. Kimmich. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Kim Min-jae. Goes for a shot! Great effort, but no way through. Rui. Musiala. Muscular approach does pay off here. Casemiro. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the left it goes. For a goal kick. Diaz. Now what's he got in mind? Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Almost accurate pass. That had too much on it. Ugarte.
Bayern Munich can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Rui. Upamecano. Pavlovic.
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no way through zone.
And they win it back again. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Diaz. Davis. Tar. Rui. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Pavlovic. And here's Musiala. Musiala. Rui opts to play it back. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Martinez. Shaw. Now he's off and running. Musiala. Pavlovic. Musiala. Davis. Diaz. And here's Diaz. And it's Pavlovic. Davis. Diaz. And here's Davis. And here's Davis. Davis delivers. That is clearly overhit. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Played towards the other side. Shaw. Maguire. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Matheus Cunha. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Back into the middle. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And he's going direct. Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And it's Davis. Davis, up he goes! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Ugarte. Martinez. Casemiro. Shaw. Looks to the other side. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Oh, that's nice. Davis makes the interception. Pavlovic. Upamecano. Bui. Upamecano. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Played into space. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Kimmich. Tar. Pavlovic. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Mazraoui puts them all in.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
And it's Bui. Bui puts some shoots! Well, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
They've played it short. Davis. Chance to play it in. Kimmich gets a cross in. Ugarte. Maguire. De Ligt. Shaw. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Oh, sweet feet. He's having a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Been taken short. And it's Shaw. Played out to the right. Now it's Martinez. Kim Min-jae clears it away. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Musiala chasing after it. Musiala. Kane. Out to the right. Nice control. Bui gets a cross in. Ugarte getting this one clear. Bui. Here comes another. Oh, what a climb! And Needed to be better, and he knows it.
Kane really isn't happy with himself after that, having done so well to get on the end of it too.
Play cross-field, changing the point of attack. Shaw. Shaw. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Plenty waiting in the middle. Lovely feet. That's an excellent interception. Kimmich. Upamecano. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Knocks it out wide. Shaw. He's gone backward here. Davis gets rid without sophistication. Mazraoui. Oh, nice touch. Looking for a decent ball in. Ugarte. Mazraoui. Casemiro. Ugarte. Casemiro. The shot! Davis. Diaz. Tar. Davis. Kane. That is very well defended. Matheus Cunha. Maguire. Ugarte. Plays it through. He is just caressing the ball. And it's Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Great defending, strong and determined. Gets the shot away! Diaz. Musiala. Kimmich. Kim Min-jae. Pavlovic. That's really well manoeuvred. Davis looking to run onto it. That is lovely. Cross goes in there. He's got his range wrong there. Lisandro Martinez, and he goes cross-field. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Pavlovic. Tar. Upamecano. Rui looks to the other side. Very nicely done. Pavlovic. Davis. And here's Diaz. Over to the left. Davis with a cross. Defending, but that'll do. Nice physical challenge. Bowie looking to get on the end of this.
One clear. De Ligt gets it away. And it's Davis. Kane is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Foot in. It's made its way to him. Boy climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in. Maguire.
Played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Proves too strong. Calmly anticipates.
Maguire.
Mazraoui. Played towards the other side. Shaw. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Mazraoui drives forward on the overlap. Ah, such a clever touch. Aimed in towards the centre. Upamecano getting this one clear. Played it again. Header! He will be livid with himself. Ugarte. Played out wide. Oh, that's neat. Matches Cunha. That's surely a foul, free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Upamecano, and it's Musiala. It's run loose here. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Maguire.
Mathias Cunha.
Maguire.
Shaw. Casemiro. Ugarte. Mazraoui. Mazraoui chooses to go cross-field. Casemiro. Shaw. Ugarte. Casemiro. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Produces a cross. Shaw. Oh, smashing header!
No, he's got that completely wrong.
Davis. Tar played over towards the opposite flank. Upamecano. Rui.
Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Matheus Cunha. Mazraoui chooses to go cross-field. And it's Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha, delivered with swing. Davis. Davis. And here's Diaz. Now it's Diaz.
Davis. Davis delivers.
Might be danger.
Musiala! The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well cleared. Davis looking to hit the byline here. And he's there to clear it. Casemiro. De Ligt forwards and with intent. Spread out to the left. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Davis attempts a clearance. That's a throw.
Time to deliver.
And he's straight offside. Davis. Diaz. Pavlovic. 60 minutes played. And here's Diaz. Davis with a cross. Maguire clears it away. And here's Kane. Davis. Shot, surely!
It's off target and by quite a way.
Lisandro Martinez shifted upfield. Shaw. Shaw picks it up out wide. He's dealt with that well. He can get that clear. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Diaz. Kimmich. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. He's away! And back to the keeper they go. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Diaz. Muscular approach does pay off here. Mazraoui, aim forwards. Ugarte. Maguire. Martinez. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Ugarte looks to the other side, and it's Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Mazraoui. That's tidy. Kimmich. Out to the left it goes. Now it's Diaz. He is through here. Diaz. Shot! It's a goal! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unearned.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking them up? I think the boss won't be amused.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Mazraoui, and he goes cross-field. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Overhit it, and it's out of play. Davis. Diaz. Davis. Diaz. Davis. Lovely bit of skill. That was very necessary. It's gone out for a throw-in. Davis. And here's Diaz. And it's Davis. And he whips. It's a mighty effort! That is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
And it's played forward. Kimmich. Davis. Over to the left. That's good play.
And here's Kane. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's had a crack. Casemiro. Moved on forwards. Tar. Diaz. Davis. That's very neat. Looks across and plays it in. Bayern Munich have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's Kimmich. Cleared without complication. Rui. Showing good feet. Now it's Kane. Davis. And that has been clubbed away. Tar. Davis. Here's Diaz. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. And here's Kane. Davis. That has sent him sprawling.
Bayern Munich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
De Ligt. De Ligt, gently done. Spread out to the left. That's a cute ball. Oh, he's overshot the green. Kimmich. Musiala. Rui. Musiala. Very nicely done. Real chance! Fair effort, he reacted well.
Manchester United, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Towards the other side. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes played out to the left flank. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Musiala. Bayern Munich keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Rui. Upamecano. Rui. Rui making good progress on the right-hand side. That's nice. There are a few waiting for it. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. Lisandro Martinez, long ball upfield. Out towards the flank. Mazraoui. Lovely bit of skill. Now this could be Bruno Fernandes! Deftly away. That is lovely. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
We all love a triumph, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Upamecano.
Kimmich.
Diaz. Diaz. Davis. And here's Diaz. And here's Diaz. And here's Kane. Cleared away. Oh, such a clever touch.
Kimmich.
Chance to shoot! It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick. That's really well manoeuvred. Diaz. And it's Davis. That's good play. Caresses it through. Davis. So who's he picking out? Diaz. Davis. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Matheus Cunha. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes! Tar can get it clear.
Kimmich.
And it's Musiala. Can he latch on to this? Musiala! Oh, it's played into the area. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rui.
Kimmich.
Pavlovic. That's an imaginative pass. Lisandro Martinez with the clearance. And that's been won straight back. Davis. Diaz. Spread out to the left. Davis. Kane. Big chance! Can he finish? And he has been fouled there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Long ball by the goalkeeper.
Vicious ball here. Lisandro Martinez getting this one clear. Nice control. Pavlovic, out to the left it goes. Davis elects to cross. Ugarte. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. He's trying the shot. And the ball's come loose here. And it's Ugarte. Ugarte, probing pass. Matheus Cunha. Over to the left. What about this cross? He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. They've got a corner here. Lisandro Martinez plays it short. Shaw played out towards the right wing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Mazraoui. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Lovely feet. Played in by Mazraoui. Bui is there, and he can get that clear. Great shot! He's caught it there, it's a free kick. Musiala. Musiala. Bui. It's a promising position. And retrieved, albeit perhaps momentary. It's Kimmich. And he's got his cross in. Nice interception, well timed. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Lisandro Martinez looks to the other side. Thinks one through. Boy. Matheus Cunha. Pavlovic wins the duel this time. Davis. Here's Diaz. to this. Maguire clears it away. And it's played forward. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes. Both sides a bit too casual in possession. Matheus Cunha. Oh, nice touch. The referee's awarded a free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Yeah, and he's dodged a big one there. He has to be squeaky clean from here.
It's anyone's ball now. And he's there to clear it. Matheus Cunha. Oh, shooting chance! Davis. Tar. Davis. Tar. Davis. Tar. Maguire. Rui. Pavlovic. Davis. Now it's Diaz. Diaz, and that's aimed into the middle. De Ligt tries to clear. Martinez. Lisandro Martinez, forwards and with intent.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Upamecano shifted upfield. That's the throw. Casemiro has a look inside the box. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Diaz. Kimmich. Aim forwards. Rui. Musiala. Kimmich. Kimmich played out to the left flank.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Shaw. Maguire forwards and with intent. Martinez. And it's Mazraoui. And they've got rid. Bruno Fernandes have it back and can go again. Matheus Cunha. Matheus, there's the shot! And he's following up!
This is a show of real intent to add another goal to their lead. No hesitation whatsoever.
Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Keeper's got good distance on that.
Bayern Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mazraoui, played into the middle. Tar gets it away.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Pavlovic. Boy. And here's Musiala. Kane.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Manchester United ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And that's clear-cut, it's a free kick. He's trying it! A real chance and a real let-off. Ugarte. De Ligt shifted upfield. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte gently done. And it's Shaw. Great run on the overlap here. That's very neat. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes! And that would have been game, set and match.
Bruno Fernandes really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Pavlovic. Diaz. Diaz. Davis. Diaz looking to run onto it. Casemiro. Oh, good spread. Played back in.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Lisandro Martinez, and he goes cross-field. Matheus Cunha, and it's played forward.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Davis. Tar. Diaz. Rui. Musiala. Rui. Oh, it's come loose.
Bayern Munich really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Davis. Ball played through for the wide man.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Bruno Fernandes chips it through.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
De Ligt moved on forwards. Shaw. Nice defending, physical and effective.
Manchester United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Pavlovic. Bui. Done delicately. Played into space out wide. Shapes to shoot! And that has been clubbed away and claimed it back swiftly.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Ugarte. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Diaz. He is just caressing the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Davis have it back and can go again. Boy, and here's Musiala. Musiala. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Oh, that's a nice ball. He's in plenty of space here. He's there to get rid. Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. Played towards the other side. Shaw. That's going to go a long way. De Ligt. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Looking here to chip it through. Tries to get it clear. Oh, sweet feet.
Manchester United clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Tar chooses to go cross-field. Kimmich. Oh, that's neat. And it's Bui.
Bayern Munich really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Boy, played in with purpose.
De Ligt tries to clear.
Well, there's plenty to...
There's the shot! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless.
This has become one superb game of football.
Bayern Munich really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha! Oh, should have put that away.
Matheus Cunha has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Clears it away. Martinez picks it up out wide. Takes a shot!
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
There's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pavlovic. Tar. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
That's tidy. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Goes to finish!
Manchester United clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Musiala. Musiala. Drives it in. De Ligt getting this one clear.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Can he latch on to this? And he's heaved it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
De Ligt. That's really well manoeuvred. Manchester United to make one last surge forward. Pavlovic.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Pavlovic. Kimmich. Tar. Forwards and with intent. Diaz. Davis. Tar. Played over towards the opposite flank. Maciej Cunha.
Time is ticking away, and they're playing as if they're defending a lead. They've got to get it up the pitch.
Great defending, strong and determined. Davis. Upamecano. Rui. And it's Musiala. Now it's Kane. Now then, the ball's come loose. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. Diaz. Bayern Munich cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. Martinez. Ugarte. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Fernandez. Ugarte.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Tar. Shifted upfield. Martinez. Now it's Maciej Cunha. And it's Ugarte. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Davis. Tar. Aim forwards. It's just beyond his reach. De Ligt. Ugarte gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Oh, that's neat. Foul right on the edge of the box. It could go either way here. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's got direct.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
That is a little undercooked. Played out to the right. Lobbed in behind.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tar chooses to go cross-field. Maguire. Casemiro moved on forwards. It's been slid through.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Maciej Cunha. And it's Shaw.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Shaw. And he goes cross-field.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Musiala. Rui. Kimmich. Pavlovic. Min-jae, and it's played forward. Now that's well seen too. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Has found him in acres of space. Deflected behind for a corner kick. Only partially clear. Crossed into the box. It's well positioned here. Decent chance! Neuer gets it clear. Casemiro to Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. That's good play. They need to get it in quick. Nice control. Fired deep towards the back post. Well read. Danger is averted. Kane. Kimmich, gently done. Musiala, he's shifting through the gears here. Ugarte. Bruno Fernandes. Mazraoui. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Diaz. Davis. Diaz. Davis. Pavlovic. Tar. Davis. Tar. Kimmich. Rui. Musiala. Ball's gone out of play. They'll have one final crack at it. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Now who's going to be first to this? Ugarte. Casemiro. Ugarte. Kimmich gets rid without sophistication. Matheus Cunha, out to the left it goes. Shaw delivers. Cleared away. Lovely bit of skill. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Tries a shot! It's a quality cross. He has a look out. And he shoots! And again the keeper stands strong. Decent chance! Cleared without complication. Attempt, just the wrong outcome. Clearance is short. And it's Ugarte. Oh, great chance! Ugarte. Manchester United to make one last surge forward. Casemiro forwards and with intent. Kane spread out to the left. Diaz, he's got away, flings it across. That has been knocked clear. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He is just caressing the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Here's a shot! No, not quite. Diaz, it's lofted through here. Shaw. Bruno Fernandes. Out to the right. That's really well manoeuvred. That is a brilliant interception. Kimmich. Kim Min-jae. Kimmich. Kim Min-jae, aim forwards. And it's Bui. Musiala. Kimmich. Great work on the overlap. Davis. It's clean! Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha. Shaw. Kimmich does really well to win the ball there. Upamecano. Bui. Kim Min-jae. Davis. Can he get onto this? Diaz. Oh, sweet feet. Here's the chance to cross. That's very neat. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. And here's Kane. Kane. Kane! Casemiro. Ugarte shifted upfield. Manchester United have a free kick. Kane. Musiala. Kimmich. Upamecano. Bui. Kane. Kimmich. Now it's Diaz. Davis. Tries to think it through. Bruno Fernandes. Ugarte. Casemiro. Well timed, excellent interception. Bui. Musiala. Bayern Munich to retain the ball, but are seemingly in no rush to break forward. Casemiro. Mazraoui. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes head out towards the right wing. Ah, such a clever touch. And he'll shoot here. Big relief, it just needed better contact. Moved on forwards. Bui. Upamecano. Bui. And it's Bui. Played through for the wide man. Musiala. Firmly met. Bruno Fernandes. Matheus Cunha. Ugarte. Ugarte forwards and with intent. So time is nearly up. One final twist, perhaps. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. He's gone for goal! And one more try! Manchester United cannot afford for this to peter out. There just isn't time left. It's run loose here. That's an excellent interception. And that's it. Nothing to separate the sides in the end. For the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.